Hello everyone, and welcome to Console Speed Tier 2. My name is Thomas, next to me is Pure Blaze. We're here at Mexico and it's very sunny, so these drivers will enjoy it. Pure Blaze, welcome mate, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright, mate. Lovely sunny day. Beating down onto the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for this qualifying session. It'll be interesting to see. They've taken a while to get out here, so I'm just wondering, could we see maybe a wet portion of the race?
Yeah, it's funny you say that actually, because I know what the weather is gonna be for the race and it's gonna rain till the end. So
Full wet race?
No, only the end bit, so it's probably be the last 10 laps, I assume, but it's gonna be heavy rain, so I think we will see sort of drizzle halfway through the race. Not quite sure, but it will be interesting during the end of the race, so
certainly
you never
an
know.
interesting strategy. Might see a lot of the drivers going for a medium qualifying. Try and get to the rain.
Yeah, that's very much possible, 100%. I don't think this is a track where you want to go out on the softs anyway, so but yeah, now everyone is going out on softs, what I can see. Let's see if they hit it. Yeah, for now it's softs already for everyone. So yeah, interesting. Strategy will probably play a big factor in this race. Let's see, make sure I got the time up. Lap data enabled. Yes, great stuff. We are ready to go.
And it'll be Crowan the first man to set a flying lap.
So on board with him.
Comes under the speed trap, 211 miles an hour at the end of that back straight. Braking hard into a chicane. Now down the second DRS straight. Leave it in hot lap down here. Braking heavy for another 90-degree right-hander, or left-hander, excuse me. Into the tight right-hander, which becomes a double right. At the end of this short run. Of course, Dan signed in on the contest of speed account. We have forgotten some housekeeping.
Oh yeah,
Thomas.
talk about housekeeping here. Yeah, Dan's got a qualifying ban for, I think it was blocking 2-spell.
No, there was
it?
an incident involving him and Two-Spell last week. And,
Oh, it was an incident, it was not during qualifying,
Yeah.
it was during the race.
Dan, I'll spare him his blushes, but he knows what he did.
Yeah, he knows, he when we were watching the incidents, he already puts his hands up and said, look guys, this is my mistake and I'm gonna blame for it, so, yeah.
Two-Spell without his teammate and without his race engineer tonight as well. Roland isn't here, and Tichy also out. So
Yeah, Tichy's having a lovely evening at Villa Park.
no help for Two-Spell this week.
He's got to do it all on his own. There's Bakers in the chat, he says good luck to all of the guys. They will need it, especially during the rain, because I think a lot of these guys have practiced during dry weather and not in the wet, I assume, because this is not normally the track where you see any rain. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the pace difference is looking like in the rain, which we will have, if you guys missed it, at the end of the race. So that's something to keep in mind, as Jacob just set the fast lap time of the qualifying session so far with a 1:14.9. So it's gonna be interesting what the likes of Vermeer and Perry can do, because they're normally quite quick in qualifying as well. Two-Spell puts in a 1:15.5.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's his quickest lap. So we'll be looking to improve on that, the Red Bull man. Foxland takes provisional pole with a 1:14.9. Just over 100th quicker than Jacob. and Jacob won't like to see that. I think he's a lot quicker than that, Jacob. So he'll be looking to improve.
Yeah, this is just the beginning stage. Track is not up to optimal grip yet, so we expect a lot of quick times during the end of the session as always, as Vermeer is going for his outlap right now. He probably fixed his sort of wet setup.
Oh, and I think he was letting people through the Foxland.
Yeah, that's always a tricky thing with qualifying. You don't know whether they crashed or just letting someone through. Let's see, Donamo just came out of the pitch as well. Same goes on for Robin.
Donamo, the only man with the medium tyres on at the minute. And you got Max down in 14th, no lap time with the hards on the car, so should certainly be a mix of strategy with this rain being expected.
I think so, yeah. It's gonna be the question whether these guys who are gonna qualify on the softs can make it till the rain period, or if they have to make another stop. Like, you never know. It's gonna be quite tricky because it's set like a sunny, then cloudy, and then heavy rain. So yeah, you never know when the light rain is gonna come. Maybe when these guys load up during the race, when they're on the grid, they can see sort of what's gonna be the prediction, but for now they don't know whether it's gonna come halfway through the race or just at the end, so that's gonna be a little bit of a gamble.
And as we know, especially from last night, this track a nightmare for invalidations. So Varamir, he's got Donamo behind him, and he moves off. And Varamir has compromised his own lap, and Donamo might well have got a good tow from Varamir there. It was interesting from the racing point, but obviously knew he was going to get overtaken with DRS by the Swiss man in the runner.
Let's see, Fenrique is in the chat. Happy to see you, mate. Tishy's in as well. Get in there, UTFE. He is happy. Elp says prediction for pole time. If it's dry, it's gonna be a 1:14.097. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, Ricky's in chat as well. He says I will go with a 1:14.4, and Rossa says a 1:14.2. So these guys still need to improve by at least 4/10 to get somewhere near the predictions the guys put into the chat. What was the pole time of the tier 3 qualifying? Do you?
I'll have to ask Cookie if you really want to know. Another toe for Donamo, wow.
Yeah, I just saw it. He's going again because he invalidated the toe he got from Vermeer, which is unfortunate for him.
Vermeer staying out on these softs.
Rossa knows. He did get a 1:14.4.
There you go.
Lovely, Rossa, mate. Where are we
Rossa
with
knows
Loki?
a lot more than me. He was up there last night and I wasn't, so.
McLaren boys.
Yeah, another 1-2 last night. Very good stuff from tier 3 McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren is dominating. Insane stuff.
For sure. Donamo coming through the S's, he's backed out again.
Yeah, this is very strange. He must have invalidated twice now, because I can't think of something else. He got once again a brilliant toe on the start-finish straight. He went on, but he must have invalidated at the beginning of the S's. Because it was looking like quite a solid lap. He's coming into the pits now.
Yeah, he's burned his mediums. Donamo burns his mediums.
Robin comes in as well.
Without setting a banker lap.
Oh, talking about housekeeping, by the way. We got Charlie from tier 1. Now here racing at tier 2. So that's a new name on the list as well. And Donamo finally's got a teammate, which is very enjoyable for him. He asked me last week Yeah, when he was gonna get a
Canada.
teammate. So here he is.
It's been without a teammate from Canada. Finally got one now.
As 20 just donated 1 bit. That's lovely stuff. You love to see it. Welcome, mate. Don't know how to pronounce your name actually because it's like a number and then 2 letters, but
You love to see it.
You love to see it. 1 bit. It's better than nothing, mate.
2 spell comes in. He still he slows all the way down on pit entry.
I'm on board with Charlie now. It's looking like good solid lap from the Renault driver. Rosa asked where is Matty Robbo? Yeah, I don't know where he is.
I can tell you if you like.
Your blades can tell it. Go ahead, mate.
Matty is away playing tennis. He had a tennis fixture tonight and he wasn't sure if he was going to make it back.
Fair enough. That's your answer, mate. Charlie into the stadium section. Don't know if he invalidated. Yes, he did, because he puts it down to ERS mode 0. He invalidated coming into the stadium section, which is unfortunate because now with 50% ERS, I don't think that's good enough to put in a really fast lap, because you will run out of ERS, or at least will have less ERS available at the end of the lap. So that's really unlucky for him. Matrix is on a quick lap as well, going through the S's now. Is that an invalidation? No, he goes on, so must have been legal. She's looking up, going into the stadium section now. Really tricky, very tight section. A lovely bit of the track, must be said. Going into the right-hander before the start of the straight line is already here, and he puts in 115.7. It puts him up to P8, only in front of Vermeer, who just did a sort of banker lap. And he's onto the medium tires now, and he's pushing.
He is, and he will be. I'm not sure when this rain's coming, but it could be very beneficial to start on the medium tyres and go long into this race. Into the double right-hander. And then here comes the most invalidated section, I believe, on the calendar.
I think so, yeah.
Through the S's, into the last left, and looks like he's managed to get through it clean. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. I'd assume.
I think it was the Renault of Charlie letting Vermeer through.
The Renault right Dynamo's behind him again.
Oh, fair enough, it was Dynamo now. Vermeer with 115.1 on the mediums, so that is a really good lap. Only 3/10 behind Arbar on the softs, which is currently our leader, with his teammate behind him. So Williams doing a brilliant job, like they did last week as well. Both drivers really quick doing qualifying, but now are they gonna perform in the race as well? That's gonna be the question for today's race. Let's see, 2Spell is pushing, going into the S's. He needs to improve on his 115.5. Oh, ran a little bit wide, but I think it's just enough. Goes into the stadium section now. Red Bull driver pushing to the absolute max. Now he's coming in, so he must have invalidated it. As there is a Sauber, that must be Crowan, who is going to start his lap now, and I think it was Charlie behind him who is going once again, so he must have invalidated again. Or he did a 116.2. No, I'm talking about Charlie. He's behind the Alfa Romeo.
No, he called Crowan an Alpha. Or a Sauber, sorry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's worse than swearing.
That's like £10, not even 5.
No, yep. 2 subs from Thomas Ode now.
As Max put away, he is on the softs. Oh, this is strange. Okay, fair enough. I had to change my detail thing. On my screen on the left hand side it says hard tires, but on the screen it says softs, but now it says softs on both things, so that's like stuff. As his teammate goes past, that's Lewis. Racer 001, as he's going into the same section now on the mediums. So let's see what he can do. We need to have a look at Vermeer's time, which is 1:15.1. What is Racer going to do?
He's run out of ARS, but won't help him.
16.4. Paul is quite a bit away from Vermeer. Katie's in chat as well. Evening, guys. Have a good evening, mate. Happy you're here. Let's see, anyone on a quick lap? What's Perry doing? Perry is coming across the line.
Over. Don Amo's drifted over and got another tow from Varamir. And Varamir just coming out of the pits. I don't think he's going to make it round.
Yeah, maybe we got like the glitch once again, that they still got time left. Don't know
usually
really.
35 seconds, but...
As people posting faster laps now. It's Dressay now with a pole time of 1:14.4. So currently Ricky has got the best prediction together with Rosa. They both set a 1:14.4, but who is closer? Oh, never mind. Jacob with a 1:14.2. So
and that will be Rosa's prediction.
Yeah, but Rosa changed his prediction. Oh. So there it goes out of the window. So currently now I think Alp is closest to the right prediction. Let's see, they all can go once again, but they are all in ERS mode 0. Dynamo crosses the line.
Varamir doesn't get round for his flying lap.
Fuxland just in time. Jamie's pushing as well in P6. Coming out of the SS now into the stadium section. Let's see what he can do. He is not even a 10th up on his time, so he needs to have a brilliant third sector to really improve. Let's see what he can do. As Perry retired, so he has given up. What can the Alfa Romeo do?
And Two-Spell having to back out of his lap because slow moving cars through the S section. And that'll be Two-Spell's qualifying over as Foxland. Matrix comes across the line.
Matrix, good solid lap, and I think that's almost it. We got Robin. Yes, we have. Oh no. There goes my voice. Robin across the line. Oh, he invalidated it. And Max is in the wall. Oh no, he's not. He's letting a car go through. On a very strange place, must have been said, but fair enough. But I think this is it, or is Foxland on a lap? No, he came into the pits as well, Dynamo as well. That's it for today's qualifying.
So Rosa with the correct prediction of a 1:14.2.
Oh, he didn't change it. Yeah, I'm sorry. But you said above a 1:14.4, but that was of course Cookie his fastest lap. Fair enough. 1:14.2.
And he wants a Dutch first lap out of you, Thomas.
Yeah, to forgive him. But no one else wants a Dutch first lap. Well, you're biased.
Do it.
So here we have it. Our starting grid for today's race. Jacob in P1, Tresse P2, Arbal P3, Dynamo P4, Jamie P5. Finally good qualifying for him, he will be happy. Matrix P6, Foxton P7, Vermeer P8. He will be disappointing, although he is starting on the mediums. So that's something to keep in mind. Two-Spell P9, Crowan P10, Perry P11, just outside of the 10 on mediums though, but he will probably start on the mediums anyway. Charlie P12, Racer P13. Then of course with his qualifying man, so he was allowed to set a time. Robin just couldn't set a lap time, he invalidated every single one. And Max was just struggling all over the place. He did not even complete a single lap. Interesting. So we have Bim Bam Gaming 86. He says go driver from Denmark. Lovely stuff. Supporters from Denmark. Always lovely to see where everyone is coming from. Oh Rosa. Now you can completely forget the lap in Dutch. With your comment. You completely destroyed it, mate. I was thinking about it, but now you completely destroyed it for yourself. As Max is probably in the chat, yeah. And he says, I've got a wet setup. That's quite an interesting call, to be fair, because he will be quick during the rain period. The question is gonna be, when is the rain gonna come down? Will it be quick enough for Max to really make a difference?
And I think the rain might be just close enough to allow these guys outside the top 10 to start on the hards and maybe stretch them to the end.
That could be a really good shout as well. Those guys outside the top 10, don't rule them out yet.
Especially Dan. All of his tyres fresh, so...
Yeah, that's true as well. That's the only positive thing about a quali ban, I think. Got fresh tyres.
Yeah, pretty much. The only positive thing.
Yeah, Fruitful, you're absolutely right, mate.
I didn't see who started the lobby, but I think it may have just been the...
I think it was Juicebell, but he waited 2 minutes, 100%, because we are here for ages, it seems like. So it's fair enough.
And
so,
it looks like we're ready to go.
Yeah, it's time to see what everyone chose to start on. And it's Dan, Robin and Max, all on the hard tire. We got Racer, Perry and Vermeer on the mediums. The rest of the grid is on softs.
Certainly don't rule Dan out. Or even Robin. Robin as well. On the alternate strategy. We should have to see where the rain comes. But we know Robin is deadly on that alternative strategy, so...
Yeah, he proved that a lot of times this season already. Yeah, it's just waiting. When the sun goes away, you know it's starting to come down really quickly. So it's just waiting. We see the clouds coming together and then it's time to drop the rain. But for now, it's all dry and sunny. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, not really big surprises. It's gonna be interesting to see what Vermeer can do on the mediums. If he can make some big inroads on the guys ahead of him. He'll probably lose maybe 1 or 2 places at the start because of the medium tire. Or if he can get slipstream from the guys, he can maybe gain positions, you never know. For Jacob, it will probably be the case of just running away like he did at the beginning of the season.
I think he's, is it 2 races Jacob's missed now? Or is it just the 1?
I think it was just 1.
Just Abu Dhabi, so...
Yeah.
The shock, I didn't notice it, but Dracer lines up alongside.
Yeah, Dracer with a really good qualifying, as everyone is lining up to the grid to get ready for the Mexico Grand Prix. As we have 5 red lights, as I lost my whole thing. Oh, we're back. Waiting once again for all the red lights. And we're off and away we go for the Mexico Grand Prix. It's a good start from Jacob, good start from Dresse, as Donat was already going down the inside. And indeed it's Vermeer losing positions, left, right and center. He's losing positions all over the shop. Already down to P12. The Racing Point not having a very fun time as it's Williams almost colliding with the Toro Rosso there. Everyone coming across really well. Two-spell lost it on the curb. But for now, no wing damage I think. And Vermeer with a really poor start, has to be said. Oh, it's a Sauber! I'll say it once again. Kill myself.
It's Crowan in the Alpha. It's the same Alpha that you mixed up with Sauber.
Oh my days.
And that'll give Max a position already. Crowan, no damage on the car. But certainly won't have helped him much. And he will have cut tyres, having to spin that car around. So we'll see how he takes the S's.
Oh, no way! It's Foxland and Jamie colliding, and that's Foxland in the wall. He spun, and I think it was Matrix and Charlie who had to go round the outside of the Williams. Luckily for them, no wing damage. But that caused a little bit of chaos. Matrix now has got to defend from Charlie, who is going down the inside. No DRS as of yet. It's going to be available from lap 3 onwards. As Charlie makes the move down the inside. As Charlie up into P6. Matrix drops down to P7. Already a 1 second gap to Jamie, who has got a 1 second gap in front of him as well to Arbor. So the top 4 running away with it. Although Dresse is losing touch to Jacob as well. He needs to push.
And I believe the wet setup might be hurting Max just a little bit. Only maxing out at 190 miles an hour down the straights. That's not going to help him very much in the early stages. Oh, damn. Bit squirmy on that exit there as they come through the S's.
As Tuspel is in the Toro Rosso sandwich, as Perry is pushing. He wants to get past as soon as possible, but now we will have the slipstream slash DRS train. Of course no DRS. On the next lap they will have DRS, but slipstream is effective as well in this game. And will Tuspel make a move on Matrix? It's gonna be a real difference in straight line speed. Tuspel really low on DRS. Matrix has got enough to defend. Will Tuspel go for a move down the inside? No, he won't. He's better off it as Vermeer makes a move on Perry. Round the outside of turn 2. And he makes the move stick. Lovely move from the Racing Point. On the medium tires. Got a bad start off the line. He's making up positions now. As Robin takes advantage of it as well. As he gets past Perry as well. On the hard tires. So Robin already gained, I think it's 5 positions. Let's see. Yeah, it is 5 positions already gained for the McLaren. Lovely stuff. And he is following Vermeer, as Tuspel is still stuck behind Matrix.
And I think there'll be a concertina effect. Tracer out of DRS. There's been a bit of an incident through the tight section towards the end of sector 3. Arbor hitting the back of Donamo, but no damage on either car at the minute. Will Donamo be able to get a move done on Dracer into turn 1? Gives him a little nudge and goes round the outside of turn 2. And what a move by the Renault. And Dracer will now have Arbor to contend with. He's got that ARS in hot lap. Is it going to be enough? No, loses out to Arbor. And I'm afraid he'll have to concede that position. I don't see him getting past anytime soon.
Yeah, Dresse lost 2 positions on one straight, which is very unfortunate for the Ferrari. And Jacob is running away with it. 2.2 seconds now is the gap to Donamo. And Jamie, he wants to get past Tresse as well, but now Tresse, unlike the last lap, will get DRS, so it will be harder for Jamie to get past the Ferrari. And is Albar able to get past Tonamo? Let's see now, the gap is 7/10. Is he gonna gain anything? He's got a little bit more ERS, but it's not much. He's gaining. I don't think it's enough. Brakes late, but no, it's just not enough to make a move on the Renault. Someone else gonna go for the move, maybe 2-spell. Nope. As Albra picks up 3 seconds already on lap 5. We'll probably see guys picking up penalties a lot during this race.
So, concertina effect going back on the penalty situation. There's one for Charlie as 2-spell gets past Matrix.
Good move on 2-spell, who's got a little bit of a train behind him now. As Charlie is just driving in no man's land.
Yeah, and I think this is safe for Charlie now. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, he can sit there,
just do his own
conserve
thing.
his ERS, conserve fuel, and just do his own thing, because unless 2-spell can get back into DRS range, there's really nothing to
yeah, like
do.
it's safe to the guys behind, but those guys in front of him, they will run away because they will all get DRS. As I say that, Tresse doesn't have any DRS down the straight, as Jamie gets easily past him. But yeah, those guys will probably run away from Charlie, as he will run away from 2-spell, who's got to defend from the guys behind him. Is Vermeer gonna go for a move round the outside of Matrix? He's trying, and I think he is gonna do it. Oh, it's going 3 wide as Robin makes contact with Matrix as well. Vermeer down the inside. Is Robin gonna do the same on the outside now? Matrix defends, and is Robin gonna lose positions to Racer now? He locks up, and I think this is a free position for Racer, although they're going side by side. No, it is a position for Racer. Lovely racing from the Mercedes and the McLaren. This Matrix lost a lot of time in the S's, strangely enough, as Vermeer is now behind 2-spell.
Yeah, Varamir right up behind 2-spell. 2-spell's tyres are gonna start to feel like they're dying, they're just decaying now. Worn tyres from qualifying, and this should be an easy job for Varamir down the long straight.
Let's see in the slipstream now.
And Drater is the first man to blink. He pits for medium tyres.
Yeah, and Arbo just picked up his 2nd penalty already, as Vermeer is gonna go around the outside. Will this be job done to spot the fans? Vermeer takes the inside, turns into the outside now, but he will get DRS once again.
Oh, beautiful racing from the Racing Point and the Red Bull through that tight section. And it'll be Varamir around the outside again. Little nudge on 2-spell. We should have it done into the 2nd corner of that chicane. 2-spell. That's no room to go for the switchback through the double right-hander. And will now have to be content as he loses the back end a little bit. And Varamir may run away with this now.
Yeah, 2-spell, he needs to make sure he stays within a second, otherwise he will be getting overtaken by almost everyone behind him on every single lap. 9/10 it is now. He's
the
just safe.
Point, so he's got it.
Yeah, he got it as Arbar pushes into the pits.
Lewis gets a penalty. Could hurt his chances at a point.
Matrix now, he needs to defend, he will get DRS, but Racer got DRS as well, and he makes move down the inside. Is Robin gonna go for a double overtake? No, he's not. Racer goes down the inside, it's chopped on for the Mercedes. Oh, he runs wide, going out of turn 3. So that's race, we're up to P7, and Two-Spell couldn't make a move on Vermeer. He's now outside of that 1 second window.
I think now is the time to pit for Two-Spell.
Yeah, I agree.
Dying tyres, he's not going to have anything left. He losing time through the S's, losing time to Racer.
And look at the gap between Jacob and Donamo, by the way. Donamo gained a second over the last 2 laps to Jacob. So he's definitely got some pace in those softs left, as Jacob is struggling, it seems like, as Two-Spell puts into the pits.
Just manages to get it slowed down.
Digi says, fingers crossed Two-Spell puts the hard tires on. Let's see what he's gonna do. No, he puts mediums on.
Well, that's not a surprise considering the state of the weather at the moment. We don't know when the rain's coming, we just know the rain is coming.
Yeah, fair enough. And still looking at the weather, it's still sunny, so I assume this will stay for a very long time. Probably until lap 30, I assume. It stays like this, although it's getting a bit cloudy, to be fair. Let's see, both Toro Rosso drivers very close to each other. Matrix on those softs and Perry on the mediums. Let's see what the drivers in front are gonna do. Is Jacob gonna come into the pits? Yes, he is. Is Donamo gonna follow him? That's a yes as well. Charlie, he has to stay out. He's not gonna double stack. And he will get overtaken by Vermeer.
Double stack might have been effective. Which is a shame for Charlie. I thought he had the gap to be able to pull into the pits alongside his teammate, but now Robin up to 3rd on the hard tyre.
Yeah, he is following Vermeer really closely, doing a really good job on those hard tyres.
And I just noticed as Perry was battling with Matrix, I'm not sure if it's his normal driver number, but Perry is rocking the number 24 tonight. So
rocking the number 24. That's probably because of
possibly
Kobe Bryant, isn't it?
Kobe Bryant, yeah. Me and Titchy did the same last night, so it's his own tribute to the icon himself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we saw Neymar doing it as well when he scored. Number 2 and 4 up as well.
As Robin passes Charlie now for P2. And will now look to chase down Varamir for the lead of this race on the hard tyre.
Charlie finally can make his pit stop now.
Rolling into the pits.
He puts on another set of soft tires. Okay.
Maybe this rain coming earlier than we expected.
Yeah, he probably knows something we don't know. As we've got to mention, everyone is still in this race. Don't want to put any commentator's curse on someone, but everyone is still in this race, as Donamo and Dan are fighting for the last point in this race. Now Dan has got the last point and Donamo takes 2 points.
Titchy is reporting that the rain's arrived in Birmingham, so it's on its way.
Oh, it's very
Not
close
too far
then.
away from Mexico City.
Yeah, it's very close to Mexico City then. So we need to watch out.
Maybe taking out a braking marker board. I'm not sure, but it looked like it.
I hate it when people do that. And I don't know where to brake anymore. Really close to race now, coming out of the last corner. Let's see what he can do. Probably an easy move with DRS. 2 tenths it is now. Yeah, this should be an easy move for the Toro Rosso. which it is because he's already passed before the braking zone. So good stuff from the Toro Rosso. He runs a little bit deep, it should be fine.
And
Robin picks up 3 seconds.
3 seconds. One thing I don't like about this track is that there's only one DRS detection point. Makes it too easy for people to get away down the second straight. Perry, only just passing Racer on the straight, has now pulled a gap of 5/10.
Yeah, they should have had like the same thing at Abu Dhabi, where like the second DRS thing is after the chicane. So when someone made the overtake in the chicane, they don't get DRS anymore.
The straight itself is long enough for you to make a pass, and then just getting away, it's too easy.
True, I absolutely agree.
I'll stop voicing my grievances with the track.
Oh wait, but it's the same at Canada, isn't it? Or which track it is?
Yeah, I think it is the same at Canada, yeah.
Where you get DRS twice on like the back straight and then after the chicane on the start finish straight as well. And they make it too easy for the drivers as well, and here you got the same thing. As Racer, on his point, is not able to get past Perry, so maybe he is trying to save ERS.
He was a bit far away, never in overtake, because he picked up another penalty and another warning, I believe, from that chicane.
Donamo and Jamie fighting. Donamo got past Jamie.
Then good point from KV. Donamo lost out massively in the pit stops. So
yeah, he
whether
did,
he's
to be
just
fair.
made a mistake or
I didn't see him picking up a 5-second penalty or something.
Charlie's gone.
And there goes the commentator's curse. Where did he lose it? What?
He's right in the middle of the straight, and I think we should be getting Charlie's footage for that.
That's
because I'm not quite sure how he's managed to lose it there.
It's very weird stuff.
Very strange place to lose it. Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Oh, Max!
Max off the track as well.
In the wall, but he lost it at the S's, which is sort of understandable. On those hearts. Did he pick up any wing damage? Yes, he did. He's got no left side.
Front left end plate is missing. Certainly. And now just taking it slowly back to the pits. Nursing that car back.
Yeah, Rosso with a good point. He says slowly getting darker. It is, mate. The sun is gone. So these drivers will be prepared for the rain. Will those mediums, or from the likes of Vermeer, Perry and Racer, make it till the rain period? That's gonna be the big question. I think Robin is fine on the hard tires. Or will Vermeer, Perry and Racer make it till the rain period? They hope the rain, I think, yeah, they will pray the rain will quickly drop. And I think the guys who just pitted for mediums wish it stays away for a very long time. Surprisingly enough as well, then, he is on 13, almost 14 lap old hards, but he's still in P11. So he lost so much time that those guys on fresh mediums are a pit stop ahead of him. Or were a pit stop ahead of him. Yeah.
And I think there's been a little bit of desync between Charlie and Foxland, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think Charlie was anywhere near Foxland when he crashed. But he says Foxland was stopped in the middle of the track, so I don't know. But it'll have to get looked at. As Jacob cuts off that corner a little bit, that'll be a warning.
If now the only one from the top guys who picked up a penalty, I think, was Robin.
And Lewis at the minute.
And Lewis at the minute. Yeah, true. Yeah, and Arbar as well in P6. I know he's got 6 seconds already. So it's time for Dresser now. Is he gonna go for an overtake? He puts it in ERS mode 4 as rain is coming down. It's time, lads. Get your umbrellas out. Max picks up 3 seconds for good measure. And it's raining hard, to be fair. It's a serious rain.
Oh, and Dan's round and Foxland's slipping, and Dan has hit the back of the Williams. And not good for the Ferrari man. The rain starts coming down and the Ferrari spins. It's such a shame because he was in a good position.
He was on those hard tires. Although on this game it's not really a benefit to be on a harder tire. I didn't really notice any difference. Like on the last game you really noticed that when you were on the hard tires you had a much more grip compared to the softs. But on this game it's not really the case. As Arbar, Dynamo and Trash are really close now. They still have DRS. And normally when DRS gets disabled, that's the point where you want to come into the pits to put on the wet tires. Or in case of these guys, the intermediates. As Dynamo is gonna go for a move around the outside. He's got the brake late with the rain. He's not gonna run wide, which is a lovely move from the Renault. Is Arbar able to come back at him? He won't have DRS. He's got to do it on pure straight line speed. I think he's a little bit too far away. Yes, he is. So that's the normal up to
going
P6.
Straight on. Going straight on down at the chicane. Yellow flags.
Sector 2.
It's for Max. He's off the track. At the S's once again. And that will definitely get removed. If he wants it.
Look at this. Jacob closed up to Racer. As he picks up another 3 seconds. Racer is going for the record of time penalties. As Robin is in. Is this the strategy call of the century? Inters it is
Jacob
for the McLaren.
Robin.
And he's the first one. And Vermeer. Oh, Vermeer, what have you done? Jamie as well, by the way. He stayed out as well. Is this risk gonna pay off for Jamie and Vermeer? Or will they lose time all over the shop compared to the guys behind him? Let's see.
Yes, it looks like it, because Vermeer going really slowly through the double right-hander.
Yeah, Robin is gaining time as well as Perry.
And there goes the DRS.
Oh no.
Vermeer having to be so careful through the S's, and Robin is just closing.
Look at Jamie. Look at the difference between Jamie and Robin. It's insane. Yeah, this is really, really unlucky. I have big respect for Jamie and Vermeer for trying to do something else, but they just made the wrong strategy call. There's Robin going around the outside of Jamie, who's struggling to keep it on track. And Vermeer just made it into the pit, so he's almost a pit stop behind these guys now. As Robin is gonna come across the finish line now. Vermeer just changed tires. He's coming out. Is Perry gonna get past Vermeer?
No, he's not. Vermeer out onto the track. Perry stays behind. And it looks like a masterclass from Robin. But we shall see. how the racing point of Varamir fares in the wet.
Mitch is in the chat, he says it's happening again, Mexico tier 2. Yeah, Mexico tier 2 is just something else, it really is. Let's see now. To spell Jamie. Jamie on the intermediates now, where he was struggling last lap. He is on the good compound now. He needs to keep the Red Bull behind him. Big gaps now, all of these guys, except from these two. Robert in the chat, he says Mexico tier 2, a match made in heaven. It certainly is. Rosa, Mitch, remember your puncture and it broke Cos Van Hart. Yeah, it did. It was such a shame for the race that Mitch got a puncture. It made it really good, to be fair, as well, but it was really unfortunate. Matthew Robo, he's only just recovered. Oh, Max is out. Sector 3. Can we see where he lost it?
In the pits because it's fresh tyres.
Ah, fair enough. Sharp comment. As Tishy's in with a good comment, I reckon wets by the end of this race. That could be quite interesting as well, if these guys have to make another pit stop with 16 laps to go.
And it's looking like they will. Varamir already struggling on the inters. Robin struggling a little bit on the inters. And Don Ammo made a mistake. He's off the track with that front wing. He's gonna have to be careful of Jamie coming back through. And Toospell coming through.
Namo was in such a good position, but he lost it. Coming out of the S's. And yeah, with wing damage as well. That's gonna cost this race. He will have no grip whatsoever. He's coming into the pits, which is understandable. We're seeing that front wing. That's almost impossible to drive with, especially in these conditions.
But will he go with a gamble? Will he gamble?
Yep, he will.
Wet tyres on the Renault.
Oh my days, this is getting interesting lap by lap. The question will be, is he gonna be quicker than the guys ahead of him?
Well, we shall see. He's coming out of the pits now. And as he comes out the pit lane, Dan gets a penalty. And he's just dropped back 3/10. So
let's see, 58.4, 58.8, 8.9. No, he's not gaining. 59.1. He is losing time now. But it's not much, to be fair. So it's sort of on the edge. Let's see. Any close gaps? No, it's still gonna be Duisburg and Jamie as Vermeer picks up 3 seconds.
And Donamo slipping and sliding through the S's on the wet tyre.
I think with the 3-second time penalty for Vermeer, I think Robin and Vermeer are equal on penalties. With both 3 seconds. And don't know about Perry, to be fair. I think I haven't seen his name yet. So he is clean. But he is 3.1 seconds away from Vermeer. So he's Missing it by 1/10. Never mind, he's within 3 seconds, so he's in a net P2. This is just so spread out. Yeah, it is, strangely enough. Before the pit stop, everyone was really close. And when they turn on to the intermediates, everyone certainly is at least almost 2 seconds away, apart from Jamie and Two-Spell.
And I'm just gonna leave you to do this for a minute, Thomas, if you don't mind.
No worries, mate. And no, don't have anything to talk at the moment, to be fair, because yeah, there's not much going on. So if the chat can keep me busy, that would be lovely as well. If you got any questions to ask, maybe we can do a little bit of a
question time with Thomas.
Yeah, Q&A, as Jacob picked up 3 seconds. Maybe Robo in the chat. I probably would have killed someone by now. Let's see, Donamo, he is still losing time to Crowan ahead of him, so it's still not time for the wets yet. Escapes in the chat, he says, what wheel are you rocking with at the moment, Thomas? I've got the Thrustmaster T300 base with the F1 add-on steering wheel, so it's just a lovely combination. But I got the sort of Ferrari 458 Le Mans edition as well, so like those two kind of steering wheels, which is absolutely lovely. I would really recommend it if you got money to spend on a steering wheel. Amazing stuff. Someone tell Dynamo to get off the racing line. Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. I would definitely recommend that. Yeah, KB, true. I had a T150 before as well. It's such a big improvement, man. You don't believe it. When you go onto the T300, it's such an improvement. I had a T150 as well before this, and I really enjoyed it, to be fair. Like, nothing wrong with the T150, but as soon as I went on to the T300, I never wanted to go back. Never, ever, ever. It's just such an improvement. Let's see, Matrix is slowly starting to close in on Racer, which is lovely to see, because maybe we're gonna see our battle on track. As Rosa says, I've got a Logitech and I feel hopeless on it. Yeah, it's just a case of practicing. That's it.
Yes, Matty, that is the that's the way to go. Pad for life.
No, I don't agree. No. The steering wheel is very underrated. Sorry. Oh, now all the pet lovers come into the chat. Yeah, if I pronounce your name right, this is a challenge. Grook's King. My T300 has been rock solid for 2 years now. I have to agree, the T300 is really solid. Although, to be fair, after 1 week, I had to bring it back to the store because it has an issue. But after that, when I got a replacement, it has been fine. Oh, now we get all the hashtag pet for life in the chat. Please go away. Donamo is still losing time. Shame. C2 spell 1.7 seconds. Perry 1.8 seconds behind Vermeer. So remember that Vermeer has got a 3-second time penalty, so Ferry currently in a net P2 and Jacob 6.8 seconds behind Ferry, and he's got a 3-second time penalty as well.
And I'll just go check the penalty situation for you, Thomas. So you're not describing blind. Varamir does have one. Perry has 2 warnings.
Ooh, so he's on the edge.
Robin has 1 penalty and a warning. Jacob has a penalty and a warning. So it looks
Okay,
at the
fair
top.
enough. Ooh, look at Matrix now. He's getting closer and closer to the back of that Mercedes in front of him. Does anyone know how long the Inters last? You should ask Mitch. No, I can't. No, I take that back. Can't ask Mitch. He probably didn't hear this because he can't. He doesn't have any sound on. He said, unless he did for a second, and he's probably in tears now.
22.5 laps. I like it. I like it.
Oh, Mitch, no way. I'm sorry, mate, but it had to be done. Oh, Dynamo picks up 3 seconds. He's struggling on the wets. Look at this. He's weaving across the straight. Don't know why, to be fair. I don't reckon these guys got to stop again unless it's massive tire wear on the Inters, but I don't think that's the case. And Dynamo is risked to go on to the wets is not paying off.
Certainly not. He's 33 seconds behind Crowan.
Oh, Medi Robo. That's not a really good question. Why half? Oh no. Mitch is in tears now. Let's give everyone a little bit of screen time. I think that's really
do you know what, Thomas?
Generous shout.
Let's give Dan a bit of screen time, shall we?
I think
Dan
we need to
in
do that.
P12.
He is struggling in P12. You can definitely tell
struggling.
he is a man struggling right now.
And to be fair, I think
You can just give everyone a little bit of a compliment.
I just think he's struggling to get to grips with the wheel, which is understandable.
Yeah,
It's
which is fair
hard
enough.
to get used to coming from pad. But
Yeah, let's say he's struggling on the wheel, but fair enough, fair play for him for trying and stick with the wheel. I think that's something really good to mention. Going to Crowan. He is struggling in P13. At least he sees Dan. He's got him in his sight. He's not close, but he can see the Ferrari. Normally, he's very quick. He is always in the top 10. He's a solid driver. But he's just struggling in this race, which is unfortunate. Dynamo, he went on to fresh Inters. He should be quick. He looked very solid, but unfortunately for him, he made a mistake. That's why he is in P14. Going to our number 1, Robin. Yeah, pulling it off once again. Doing a brilliant job. Vermeer will be happy as well, I assume. Coming from P... P8 it was. Let's see, now I need to check. Position change.
Yeah, it was
6
P8.
positions, it was P8. Lovely stuff, Thomas. Yeah, so P2, I think he will be happy, especially with Jacob behind him. That's another points gain. So I think he will be happy. Perry 1.2 seconds behind Vermeer, but he doesn't have to overtake him because Vermeer got a 3-second time penalty, so Perry should be good. He doesn't have to take any risks. Jacob in P4. Don't know whether he will be happy or not. He started P1, he drove away, but he's struggling on those inters. Picked up a penalty as well, and he is losing losing points in the championship, which is a shame. Tresse, he is scoring the points for Ferrari today. Yeah, solid race, nothing to say. Arbar, he is struggling. He picked up, I think, 3 time penalties already. He picked up 6 seconds after 8 laps it was or something. So he sort of recovered, which is good. Jamie coming back from tier 1, I think it was 2 races ago. He is still struggling. He's not showing the top form here in tier 1 last season. Toespel, to be fair to him, doing just a really good job in PA, scoring some good points. Racer in P9 in the Mercedes. The only one for Mercedes scoring points, so he's in the same boat as Dressy is for Ferrari, as he's got Matrix behind him, who wants to double his points from 1 to 2 if he can do it. And that's the closest battle we have right now. And I forget Foxland. Really sorry, mate. He's scoring the only point. Well, he's not scoring any points for Williams, which is very unfortunate for him. Maybe with penalties. Don't know about Matrix though, to be fair. He is 2.7 seconds behind, so if Matrix has got a penalty and Foxland doesn't, he will gain a position. And that's it, we discussed the whole grid. As Dynamo picks up 3 seconds once again. I think it's time to focus on the battle between Racer and Matrix. Matrix now 5 tenths behind, really be able to get past Racer.
He needs to be hounding the back of that Mercedes. He's got enough ERS, but Lewis, if you look at Lewis, the ERS, the battery, almost 80% now, just dropping down as he tries to defend on the straight.
Yeah, Mitch has got a good point though. Lewis has got like 3 hours of time penalties, so he will lose out on both Matrix and Foxland as it stands right now. Which is a little bit of a anticlimax. Vermeer is struggling. Robert says that in the chat. Yeah, Vermeer is definitely struggling, or he has just given up on trying to get past Robin and just taking no risk whatsoever. Because he knows he's got a P3 in the bag. He will lose out on P2 because of penalties, but he will stay in front of Jacob. So I think it's sort of stabilizing as well. She says that Toespel could jump up to at least 6th position. That would mean that, let's see, Arbar has got 9 seconds, which is true, and Jamie must have at least 6 seconds, which is probably true as well.
Seconds.
Yeah, so that's a good point. Toespel doing a Toespel. Ah, as you have it. Commentator's curse as you like. Oh, Robin as well. It's starting to go off now. Jamie and Robin both with 3 seconds of time penalties. But yeah, Premier is 11 seconds away. So Robin is safe for now. I think Perry would like to beat him on track. Yeah, it's a difficult one. Like, I'm normally the kind of person who just stays behind, not taking any risk, but I know a lot of guys want to make the overtake on track. Especially a lot of tier 1 guys, to be fair. Matrix still not able to get past Racer. As Foxland picks up 3 seconds, it could be crucial in his fight for last point in this race. Or Lewis runs deep into stadium section. Yeah, also, we don't like to take any risks, we just play it safe, which is sort of a good thing, also not, but mostly it is. Ooh, Matrix locking up into turn 1. Foxland entered the racer terrain. They look cute train, 2 people. Robin just started lap 34, so he's got 3 more laps to go in these poor conditions. Scrowen is letting him through. I thought he was making a mistake, but he's just letting him through, fair enough.
And the gap from Robin to Varamir just holding, so I think this is going to be finishing positions, barring any mistakes. Commentator's curse.
Hopefully not for Robin.
Hopefully not.
For the clan boys as well. Will be interesting, but I don't see that happening. Racer goes defensive. I think that's needed, especially not with still 3 laps to go for these guys. They're almost a lap behind, to be fair. Let's see where Robin is now. Yeah, he's coming through the last corner now, so these guys got 1 big straight between them. Robin is going to start lap 35. Look at Perry, he closed in once again. Very sad ending to this race, to be fair. I hope it will be a little bit more exciting. Ross says in the chat, he says still got 2 laps, have faith. Yeah, I'm trying, mate. I'm trying. We go to Racer now, as they go on to start finish straight. Is Matrix able to make a move? He is gaining. It's probably not enough. He will probably go for a move, one big final move on the last lap. Is Kramer gonna hold on? Oh, as Foxland picks up another 3 seconds. So he got 6 seconds from the last 3 laps. I don't know about his penalties before that, but I think he will lose out on the final point because of this. As we just started the last lap of the Mexico Grand Prix with Vermeer in P2, Perry in P3. It looks quite interesting, but it isn't, because Vermeer has got 3 seconds, so there's not anything to play for, to be fair. Perry could make it interesting by making a move, but I don't think he will. as Jacob is also too far away to gain anything from it. Let's go. Oh, yellow in sector 1 and 2.
It's Crowan getting out of the way.
Ah, fair enough. Don't get too excited, Thomas.
No, don't get too excited.
Robin goes into the stadium section now. Drove a brilliant race. 100% driver of the day.
Oh yeah, 100%. All the way from the back of the grid. P15, I believe it was.
Yep. And here he goes drifting through the last corner as he takes P1 here at Mexico. As we focus on the battle between Vermeer and Perry. I'm sorry to miss you guys, but Matrix and Racer are going for it. As Matrix cut past Racer on the last lap. Quickly go back to Jacob. He's going to come across the line in P4. Yes, it is. Dresser goes a puncture. Mitch, is it you? On the last lap. As Arbor will probably get past him. Yes, he will, but penalties will probably provide Dresser back up to P5. Yes, it will. Jamie stays P7 and 2-spell. Is he gonna gain 3 positions? The answer is no, only P7. Anticlimax. Matrix, with his move on the last laps, takes P9. Lewis takes P10. And then, is he gonna gain any positions? I know Racer had a lot of time penalties. But I don't think it's enough to promote Dan up to P10. We will get the answer now. Nope, it isn't. The last one to come across the line is Foxland, and he is having a puncture as well. As he's just gonna give up.
I
Fair
think he'd
play.
be forgiven for retiring on track.
Yeah,
At this point.
he is gonna save us a lot of time if he retires now. Go ahead, Foxland, you got permission. Ah. Yeah, that's an option as well. Just get disqualified. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's interview time.
Yes, it is.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, it was Dressé. With his puncture on the last lap.
Do I have to invite Robin?
I
Not on the mic yet.
don't think so, no.
Ah, alright.
So here we have it. Robin in P1, Perry P2, Vermeer P3 on penalties. Jacob P4, Dressé P5, Arbor P6, 2-spell P7, Jamie P8, Matrix P9 and Racer takes the final point in P10. Then P11, Chrome P12, Dynamo P13, unlucky with the crash. Max P14, Charlie P15 and Foxland P16. As we have a dry Mexico now, strangely enough. I think Dynamo got the fastest, so no extra points for the guys inside the top 10. Yes, Perry and Kramer both joined the commentary box, which is lovely. Guys, make sure your audio is allowed to be shared.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. so yeah, I think we can start with the interviews already. Starting with you, Vermeer. Started on the medium tires in PA. Yeah, I think it was the preferred strategy for you, although you knew it was gonna rain at the end of the race, but still didn't decide to change any plans, or did you want to start on the soft tire and changed it as you saw it was gonna rain?
No, I wanted to see if I could qualify in a top 10 on the mediums, and I left it to sort of last minute. And then if I dropped out of the top 10, I was going to set a soft lap. But I realised I wasn't going to, so I sort of backed out. Didn't even make it across. I actually didn't make it across the line in time. But
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have made a difference because I wasn't going to set it. But yeah, I think I nailed the strategy, to be fair. Like, the mediums ran up, they started to fade a little bit. But yeah, I think I nailed the strategy. And to be fair to Perry and obviously Jacob, to Robin, they were so quick. Robin so quick again on the wet tire. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, he
I was
was.
happy with my race though. I was really happy, and I think that means, I don't know if you've worked it out, but I think Robin and Jacob are tied for the lead now. 19 points ahead of me.
That could be a thing. Yeah, I think you got a really good point there.
Yeah, so I
I
think
think
they're
that could be
tied
the
for the
case.
lead
Yeah.
now. But yeah, I was really happy with my race, to be fair, and congratulations to Perry for keeping it clean. That was impressive.
Yeah, because you probably knew he had that Perry had less penalties than you, or I don't think Perry, you didn't pick up any penalties, wasn't it?
No, I didn't have any penalties.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I was going to park it on the apex on the last corner to see if I could make Perry DNF, but I thought, you know what, I'll let him have this one.
Fair enough. Yeah, you gained position. You gained points on Jacob, to be fair. So yeah, congratulations, mate, on the P3. Really good job starting from P8. So well done. Going on to Perry now. Yeah, really good race for you as well. You went into the pits together with Robin on the inters. You made a good strategy call. And yeah, just drove a really solid race and no penalties, which is, yeah, very special at this track. You were, I think, the only one together with Two Spell to not pick up any penalties, so that was a really good job. Yeah, tell us about your race,
won
mate.
his own award, so I suppose it has to go to Perry.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, obviously, I think Robin had the best pace. I think I was pretty fortunate when I pitted because I was able to reel Vermeer in. Although I think I had a different setup, and I think looking back, I wish I wouldn't have done it. A lot of guys, I think, were running close to 6.6 or 5.6 wings, and I decided to go 4.7 because I thought it would help me in the wet, and I think it did to a point. Help me in the wet. It helped me a lot through the sector 2 and 3, which is the reasons why I didn't get a penalty. I had 2 warnings like the first 5 laps, and I was just sitting there, just really making sure I didn't do anything. So yeah, but I had no pace in the dry whatsoever. I was just trying to get DRS from Racer for a time and just follow him around. And then once I knew when we got into the wets, luckily, just the strategy call worked out perfectly, and that was pretty much it. So, looking back, if I would have tried to probably, make a better setup, would have probably. I don't think anybody was going to be competing with Real R Live today, but no, I think it would have helped me if I would have just stuck with the normal setup.
Yeah, was it probably because you didn't expect any rain for this Grand Prix, or was it just a lack of time that you couldn't perfect your setup?
Well, I knew it was going to rain, and I figured I'd rather be, have a drivable car in the rain instead of, because I didn't know what the dry setup would do in the rain, so I decided to make some tweaks. I mean, it was mostly a dry setup, but it had a higher rear wing, which really hurt me down the straight. So that's like I said during the dry portion, I just tried to stick behind people and then stay within DRS.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's the best strategy call around Mexico as well, if you don't have a lot of straight line speed. But it paid off very well, mate. You got P2 because of keeping it clean as well, so a really good job, and congratulations on the P2.
All right, Thank you.
So that rounds off the Mexico Grand Prix for today. Congratulations to Robin as well in P1, by the way. He drove a brilliant race. Congratulations on the rest of the podium guys, and Pure Blades, thank you for joining the commentary box with me once again.
Absolutely no problem, mate. It's a pleasure as always.
Pleasure as always. Yeah, guys watching, make sure you tune in tomorrow 8 p.m. for the Tier 1 race at Mexico as well, and on Thursday for the America Tier race. And make sure, of course, you tune in next week once again for another Tier 2 race, which hopefully is going to be a little bit more interesting than this one. But for now, I wish you all a good evening, and I hope to see you back next week. Goodbye.